Speak right. I love this. I mean, I blatantly love this right here. I don't know why. I don't get upset. I don't get scared. I don't get nervous. Something about having 20 people looking at me, listening to every word that I say. Oh, yeah. I mean, I make no bones about it. I love it. But I've always loved it. But back when I was younger, I would love doing book reports because the class had to look at me and had to listen to what I'm saying. I could tell them things. I could share my knowledge. I wanted to do, I envy my son. He loves the theater. I never knew that I could just go and do the theater. I didn't know that, oh, you mean you can just go and audition to be in a play? I really didn't know. That sounds kind of strange, but I didn't. I really didn't believe that I was allowed to. I thought somebody had to ask me. I thought that the things that you could do to get in front of people, somebody had to ask you to do it, or you had to be, like a book report. It had to be assigned to you. It had to be given to you. So throughout my life, I really enjoyed doing this, but I never went out and grabbed it. I never went out and chased after it. I never thought that I could do it. I had to eventually, in the last year, go out and say, I'm allowed to do this. I give myself permission that I can go and turn something else into being silly, sharing my knowledge with other people, hopefully growing with other people and sharing things that I've learned and things that I've done. But anything that we do in sharing this knowledge, and we have to do certain things. We have to explain a story. We have to believe what we're saying. And we all have to truly get people's attention. We have to combine it. Combine your story, combine your belief, and you need to be very congruent in what you're saying. If I come up to you and I tell you a story that I don't really believe it, you can tell it. You can see that my congruency is not there because you'll be like, well, he told me a story, but he doesn't believe it. Why should I? So anytime you go out and you want to share your knowledge and you want to share a story, that gets people's attention. So you have to tell them who you are, what you're doing, and why somebody would want to listen. But you also have to believe it yourself. You have to show them that what they have, or what you have, is worth it. And with that belief, you'll build your enthusiasm, you'll build your motivation, you'll build their enthusiasm for it also, because they'll be like, hey, Steve says it, it's true, so I'll believe it too. Or Dan does, or Jim, or whoever else. If we show our belief, be enthusiastic about it, motivate other people with a congruent style, so that people know that we come up to them with posture, we believe what we believe, because I know that it's shown. And once you know your story, once you believe your story, once you share that congruently and you have it with posture, you start realizing that your future is possible. Your goals are possible. And as Les Brown says, it's possible. Whatever it is you're after, it's possible. Now, eventually the switch will hit, and you realize that possibility goes to probability. And once you know something's probable, your enthusiasm goes up, your belief goes up, and people can see it when you walk in the door and you're 10 foot tall and bulletproof, because your belief is your biggest defense. One of my favorite trainers is Brad Barton, and he says bluntly, he says, your belief is your biggest defense. And if nobody can knock you down, then there's nothing that can stop you from achieving your goals. But eventually, that probability goes to something else. It's inevitable. And once inevitability hits, then there's no stopping. It may take time. We all have time. but we don't have every time in the world. We've discussed moments, and we've discussed seconds, and we've discussed months and weeks through our lives, and we're not guaranteed that that will happen forever, obviously. We've all lost people. We've all gone through life. We all have our stories. We all have our beliefs from those stories. And we all, in our own way, are congruent. Some people live their life and they don't believe their stories. Or they believe a fake story that they told themselves in their mind. But your story, combined with your belief, congruently lived, shows what you are. And I like to fall back that if you have great belief, and you have a great story, and you're congruent with everything you're doing, and you have a goal, and you know it's possible, you know eventually it will be probable, and then that probability goes to inevitability, then how much fun is your life? How easy will your goals be to accomplish when you know that it's inevitable? Mr. Toastmaster?